Welcome to Everything Pro Wrestling. Everything Pro Wrestling is a show by the fans for the fans. And I am here today with Lucas Lamke to talk about WWE Battleground 2017 preview and predictions. Folks, if this is your first time seeing the video, do me a favor. Leave a like on the video. Please, if you like it, subscribe to the channel. And comment down below with who you think is going to win or why you think something sucks. Whatever, it doesn't matter. I want to hear from you down below. Lucas, two quick things that we got to talk about before we get right into this. First things first, breaking news, Shane McMahon has just survived a helicopter crash. I've just learned on Twitter. Hopefully Shane McMahon is okay. It appears that he is, that if he's being interviewed on the news and everything else. But my thoughts and prayers are with Shane McMahon and his family, because that is something not cool for anyone to go through. Also, I wanted your quick thoughts on the Jason Jordan, Kurt Angle, who's your daddy storyline.
I think that's kind of silly. I was almost hoping that he was gay. I was almost hoping they were going to go that angle with it.
No.
I feel like that would have been better than, I mean, he doesn't really look that much like Kurt Angle. Maybe their nose is similar, but I think it's silly. And then you broke up American Alpha.
Hold on. Did you just try and like Maury Povich this? Like, look, they got the same nose. They got the same.
No,
nose.
I did not Maury Povich that. I'm just saying that's the only similarity they kind of have, and it's not really working. And I hate that you had to break up American Alphas to do it. I understand that they weren't doing anything, but I think you still got it. You know, you could have booked them a little better than that. Now, what's Chad Gable do now? Poor guy.
This is true. We'll see what happens with American Alpha. I didn't want to get too deep into the topic about it because it just started. Am I interested? A little bit. We'll see where it goes. This is that hokey Attitude Era type stuff. So we'll see what happens with it. Let's talk about the state of SmackDown real quick as well. I think SmackDown has dipped tremendously since the Superstar rape up, as I've been calling it. SmackDown got robbed of a lot of people. And then they switched head writers with Road Dogg and Ryan Ward. And listen, I have all the respect in the world for Road Dogg, but the show isn't as good. And I saw him going back and forth with OTRS Central and Deluxe Man. And they were bringing up good points. And I don't think they were being disrespectful in any type of way. But Road Dogg, the show's not as good as it once was. And that's what people want. So I think Raw and SmackDown definitely need to have a battle back and forth. And I know people say wins don't matter, pyro doesn't matter, but all that stuff I think plays a big part into who's a superstar, who isn't, who's a main event player, who isn't. And I think fans want stories from all of this stuff. Lucas, quick thoughts on that.
I mean, I guess I kind of agree. I don't think the show's as exciting as it was, especially with the fact that you put the same like tag matches over and over again. I'm getting sick of seeing that. I don't need to see AJ and Shinsuke working together all the time. I'd like to see them in separate matches, maybe, you know, versus Corbin. And
I just feel the roster isn't that deep to do anything else.
Yeah, but I mean, how do you not have time to give separate matches to each of those guys? You know, or at least give them promos and stuff. I understand that Shinsuke can't really promo, not as well as everyone else can, just because he doesn't know the language as well. But it is getting kind of boring. But I'm trying to look past it. I'm trying.
Yeah. All right, well, let's get into this. Lucas, we got the first kickoff match here for the show, Battleground. I'm not hyped for the show. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Most of these matches I could give a care less about. So we got the kickoff match. We have Ty Dillinger versus Aiden English. You want me to go first, Lucas, or you?
I can go first because this match is a joke. Ty Dillinger has to win. I mean,
absolutely.
Aiden
English is a joke at this point. I feel he desperately needs a tag partner or a new gimmick or an overhaul for him to get anything. But for right now, he's in a decent role. He'll get some TV time, but he's jobbing out. We could both agree on that one. Our next match is the tag team match with Breezango, which I'm not sure if it's going to occur. I assume that it's going to be a match because they had the segment with the X-Files type of thing with the Fashion Police, to where it was see you at Battleground, a note came up. So Breezango versus a to-be-determined tag team. Lucas, do you have any thoughts on who the team could be?
No, I mean, no. I don't know who else is left that it could be. They've ruled out so many. We know it's not American Alpha.
Unless the tag team's coming up or they're bringing somebody in, I've got nothing.
Who would they bring up from NXT that would be that goofy? Who would send them a fake horse, his head? It's not, others Japan aren't going to do that. So.
Yeah, I've got nobody for it. Unless they bring up like maybe Tino Sabatelli and someone else. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Well, listen, since you went first last time, I'm going with Breezango. They have to win this match for what I assume is going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, I because I don't know the opponent, I almost have to agree because there's nobody seriously that could come up that I would think would beat them in that way. If it was more serious, then I'd probably vote for the unknown. But I'll have to go Breezango too.
All right. The next match I have down is Shinsuke Nakamura versus Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin currently holds the Money in the Bank briefcase, which I correctly predicted probably almost several months in advance. Not to be the guy that said I told you so, but I told you so. So, who do you got winning this one, Lucas?
This one's kind of close for me, just because I think they're both skilled, and I don't know if you can allow Nakamura to lose a pay-per-view match this early, especially since he just kind of got there. It's only his second one, right? Second one, yeah. So I think it'll be a messed up win. Like I think Corbin might do a count-out loss because it's hard to see him getting pinned though, because he has the briefcase, and it's like.
See, I see it as now. I'm looking at this through WWE's eyes, not my own eyes, and how I would book it. But I think Nakamura wins in a good match with the Kinshasa. It's not going to hurt Corbin. Corbin has the briefcase.
He got the briefcase, but you don't want him like incapacitated at the end of the match. You want them to think that we could still use it, But because if he gets totally destroyed, it's like, well, we know he's gonna cash it in.
Or you could even have it to be where maybe Corbin's foot's under the rope, the ref misses it, rematch on SmackDown. Corbin.
Yeah, something like that would be better.
Yeah. You could go a bunch of different ways, but I'm going with Nakamura for the win.
Have to. So,
and then we get to the women's five-way. Now this should be interesting. This is where I start seeing the differences possibly coming up with us here. We have Charlotte versus Becky Lynch versus Natayla versus Lana versus Tamina. Who will be challenging Naomi for the Women's Championship? And don't forget, in the background, we also have Carmella and James Ellsworth with the Miss Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
She has her Money in the Bank contract as well, which could be cashed in. So, what do you think, Lou?
I don't know. I'm still kind of hung on this one. I don't think it's going to be Natty. I don't think that would be fun.
I can agree with that one. I got my pick ready.
I know you do. I know it won't be Lana because they tried that, didn't work.
And Lana's linked with Tamina, so that X's both of them out. Like they have something to do.
Well, yeah, they might have something to do. I mean, it doesn't. It just seems like they're kind of together, which is weird because I thought they were, with Natty, but that doesn't seem to be like a thing anymore. So it's kind of between like Becky and Charlotte, but I think I feel like I'm leaning more towards Charlotte, unfortunately.
That's actually who I have written down as my prediction. I have Charlotte winning this. I think that the beginning, since she came to SmackDown, the feud has been for her and Naomi to go at it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see anyone else that makes sense. I mean, maybe Becky, but I feel like since she had didn't she win on SmackDown? Their little fight? Yeah, so since she kind of won there, I feel like they're not going to give it to her in the fight. And even though I could still kind of see Tamina being like a dark horse pick in that, just because it'd be, I don't know. It just seems like she's having like they're like pushing her weird. So I feel like they could do that and kind of swerve everybody.
Who are you putting your money on?
I have to. I just say pick Charlotte. I have to pick Charlotte. That's who got the best chance.
Nothing wrong with a safe pick. We get to the United States Championship match of Kevin Owens versus AJ Styles. AJ Styles won the championship at a Madison Square Garden house show, which I thought was really cool for them to do the title change here. Is Kevin Owens in need of a championship back, and what happens to him if he loses here? There's a few different dynamics you can go with here. On this one, Lucas, I gotta ask you, who are you going with?
I'm gonna have to go with AJ. I think AJ's going to win because why would you give him the title at a house show and then strip it from him in 2 weeks at the pay-per-view? Like, actually, it's like a week and a half. So it's like, why? Why wouldn't you just not do it at the house show? And then, I mean, I understand it's Madison Square Garden, so, you know.
I think it's to drive house show business up because at the current moment, house show business is down in like certain spots. So now it's like, well, the title could change hands if we go tonight. There is a tag title match, and it's like, oh, we should go. Maybe they'll switch it again.
Yeah, but you could also, like, even if Owens loses, you could then start to put him in the, you know, the World Championship picture because I feel like that's getting kind of dull with Jinder and Orton. It's only them two. There's no one else really vying for the title. You know, once you took AJ out of there, like now everyone wants the USA Championship or the United States Championship. That's all that matters.
I feel like they need this is going to sound weird, Lucas, not to change gears, but I have AJ picked as well. But I feel like SmackDown and Raw both need like another shakeup already. Is that bad to say?
No, I can understand that. I just think that.
Or a couple of trades or something. They just need something to spark some new juice into the rosters.
They need better writing. Really, what you touched on earlier. They need better writing. I mean, I could write better shows than this. You know? It's just that's really what they need. The talent's there. I mean, you got Rusev who's there, who they're like what sounds like they're underutilizing him at this point. Just the way they introduced him to people when he was, you know, in the Superstar Shakeup. So I just think if you utilize these wrestlers better, you can make stars out of some of these people. You know?
Yeah. Tag team championship match. We have the Usos versus New Day.
Oh God.
This has been a really good feud back and forth with the rap battles and everything else. Is it time for New Day to take the belts off the Usos, or do the Usos keep them?
I say the Usos keep them. I was torn on this, but I think it'd be more exciting if the Usos kept the titles, and then, you know, it doesn't hurt New Day all that bad to lose it, but it'd be the second time in a row on a pay-per-view they lost. Well, technically they won the first one. They just didn't get the titles. So I would say they lose.
So you're going with the Usos?
Yeah.
I'm going to disagree.
Thank God.
This one. I am taking New Day to win the titles. I originally predicted like a 4-corner tag match coming up for SummerSlam in my mind. But then I'm like, every match seems like it could be a 4 corners match. Like, you can't do every match as like, oh, there's a fatal 4-way. You might as well call it fatal 4-way then, because I was thinking the WWE Championship is going to probably have to go down in a fatal 4-way. The World Championship probably won't. The tag titles will. The Raw Women's title may. Like, there's so many. You need to have some one-on-one matches on this show, but they're trying to jam it so everybody's also on the card.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with New Day to win, and then that'll lead to like a New Day Usos rematch in a specialty type match. I don't know if they would want to do a TLC ladder match, something like that, so that they could get something else different in for the show.
Maybe. So,
and then that way you can end the feud, because this can't keep continuing on. And I would still love to see like Breezango find their way into there some way, somehow.
I mean, you can still add more tag teams, but I mean, who else do you have? You only have them two right now.
And Hype Bros.
And Hype Bros, but they haven't really done anything.
Yeah, and I don't know if they're going to turn on each other too. This has been like the year of tag team breakups.
Yeah.
If you're in a tag team, you should be scared, even if it's your brother.
Yeah, it's just. I mean, they're the only really active ones right now that are fun to watch. I mean, I like Breezango. I wish they would have won the titles when they had the chance, and they should have given it to them, but they didn't win it. You could still kind of insert them, but they're still kind of in this goofy gimmick right now. It's still fun to watch, but it doesn't look like that would be what the company would want as champions. So, yeah. It's weird.
All right, so we have our one difference here. We have 2 more matches still to talk about, Lucas. We have the flag match. John Cena, Rusev in a 1980 style flag match. Who will climb up and grab their country's flag first and wave it around? Yeah, I really don't care about this. John Cena did his damnedest to try to sell this match to us, and I didn't care.
No, I don't care either, really.
This match, I simply have John Cena winning this.
You have, I mean, it's Cena versus. I mean, he's not going to let Rusev go over on this, even though he should. He won't. And now that it's a flag match, he's Mr. USA. You know, he's got to win it.
And in the main event, in a Punjabi prison match, I thought that everyone from WWE fans would be rejoicing about this because everyone always asks when the Punjabi prison's returning. We have hard body Jinder Mahal, the champion, versus Randall Keith Orton. Lucas, I'm gonna send it to you, man. Who do you have winning this match?
I have Jinder Mahal winning this one. And it just seems like, with WWE trying to, break into that Indian market, I feel like you have to keep him winning, and he should probably win. He should probably be the first ever Indian to win a Punjabi prison match. That might be useful. So I feel like, that's maybe why they're going to have him win. But then after that, I wouldn't know what you would do with Orton,
I think Orton will end up moving into a feud possibly with Owens. I'm looking right now, or Corbin. But I have Jinder winning as well. But the match before, I see the connection, which is Jinder Mahal, John Cena. John Cena's been Mr. America. Jinder's been Mr. Anti-America. And I think at SummerSlam, that's going to be the big match.
Yeah.
So, God help us, because I think that's when
he's going to win it.
Ric Flair's record is broken. Yeah. I'm calling it now, man. I've been waiting for this day to come. So, that's all I got, Lucas. I mean, how are you feeling overall for this show? I mean, is it kind of meh?
I'm not that excited about it. I'm excited for maybe one match. I think maybe the women's match. I'm actually excited to see, what that looks like.
And now we both have to pay attention to that tag match too.
Oh yeah, the new Usos. I mean, it's just a weird match. I think the AJ Owens match will be good. I think that'll be worth watching just for the wrestling itself. Maybe Nakamura Corbin too, because I do like both of them. But other than that, I don't care about any of these matches.
Well, folks, like I said, I want to hear from you guys down below. Leave us your picks. Tell me, who do you think's winning? Leave your thoughts on SmackDown Live as a brand. Comment with anything that you want. Doesn't matter. Make some friends down below. Reply to their posts. Like some posts. Do whatever. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and check out the description for all the links in it. We are out. Thank you. Peace.